Hey guys, welcome back to another Rust video. Today we're going to be showcasing you the top 10 Rust gambling wins of all time. This is the most scrap ever won at Bandit Camp at one time. Stick around and leave a comment with how much scrap you've won in the past. Firstly, we have Fredewolf's big win. He won over 70,000 scrap all up, and he only started with 2,500. Him and his teammate both shared their scrap to try and maximize their winnings. Fredewolf did very well as he had to go back and forth from his base in Bandit Camp as his and his mates' inventories were filling with scrap. They bought so many LRs and other weapons with their winnings scrap, and they ended up just using the weapons for raiding. Secondly, we have Zoom B and his group making a massive profit and going from barely any scrap to heaps. This allows them to get all the blueprints unlocked that they want and even buy a bunch of guns from the Bandit Camp. Most players wish they could get as lucky as these guys. Thirdly, we have Wilsonator winning a bunch of needed scrap as he's playing alone and is soloing. As a solo, it's extremely hard to safely gather scrap, and for Wilsonator to gain over 5,000 scrap that quickly is insane. And that's all the scrap that he's going to require for the whole wipe. Fourthly, we have Wilsonator again, and in this same wipe, as he won over 5,000 scrap, he wins so much more. He gets another 16,000 scrap by the end of his gambling session and goes home to have over 20,000 scrap. Fifthly, we have Lysterical winning over 100,000 scrap. This is the biggest win to ever happen as he puts 1,000 scrap on 20 in every single scrap slot. This results in him getting the biggest possible win in Rust. Nobody's ever got on this record, which is why it's insane, as most players would expect this to be the only time it ever occurred in a real game. For our sixth win, we have Drizzer winning over 6,000 scrap in one bet. Drizzer puts the rest of his scrap into one number, winning heaps of scrap, letting him keep going and keep earning way more scrap. In Drizzer's last bet, he ends up getting all of his scrap back and so much more profit. This got him a lot of weapons. For our seventh win, we see Holodatius winning enough scrap to gain an LR, 300 rifle, and M92 pistol. This insane part about this scrap is how low he started with. They went from 50 scrap to over 1,000. Going from 50 scrap to 1,000 is insane, as if you did this in the last few hours of a server's wipe, you would instantly have some of the best weapons and easily be able to dominate without worrying about being outgeared. This is insane for solos as they can instantly get better weapons and get ahead of everybody. For our eighth win, we see J-Swag winning so much scrap that he ends up with a box of L96 rifles. This is insane, as L96 are sold for 1,000 scrap, and to get a box of these would cost a heap of scrap. Meaning J-Swag would have to win 9 out of 10 bets, and the lost bets would have to be 500 scrap or lower. For our ninth win, we have Jakuro winning over 75,000 scrap with 10 minutes of gambling at Bandit Camp. This is insane, as he barely loses and gets so much scrap in such a short period of time. Lastly, we have Caius gambling his way from 10 scrap to over 70,000. This is one of the biggest gains as it's extremely hard to gamble from 10 scrap, as if you lose it, you can't keep gambling. This makes winning not very good and losing horrible. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and if you liked it, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to see more Rust content, and make sure you comment your biggest win. I'll see you guys in the next video.